Today we're here with Andraya Williams, and today we're going to talk about...
Hold up. Do you have an ID?
But what's this for?
Are you sure you're a TV host?
I didn't know I need an ID for that.
Yeah, okay.
Is it okay we keep going?
Yeah, we can keep going. I see now that you are indeed Joanne.
But not a TV show host.
But you're not a TV show host.
Darn. So how you doing? What's going on?
Yesterday's turnout was really good
For the
with
protest.
the protest. So I was nervous at first because I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I didn't know if it was actually going to be supporters show up and stuff like that. Even other students from the heterosexual community coming up to me and telling me that they support me, and some of the other women were telling me that, you know, if I needed someone to go to the bathroom with, they would go with me, and the guys was like they'll take care of the security for me. So I feel pretty good now.
That is excellent. So you were going to school. Were you using the restrooms as usual, as you usually would until March 18th?
Yeah, the whole time I used female restrooms. I even bumped into teachers and stuff in the restroom and other classmates, and I didn't have any problems. No one ever felt uncomfortable. You know, we had our little girl talks in the mirrors and we kept going. But, you know, March 18th, there was a security guard who felt that, you know, I wasn't feminine enough by her standards to use the female restroom.
So the first officer that saw you asked for your ID, and then what happened?
And I asked her why, and I started to call my attorney as I was asking her why, and she asked me if I was male or female. And by that time, I was already on the phone with my attorney, and I told her female, and she laughed, and she started to call for backup.
How many officers came?
Like 5 or 6, yeah. And they started escorting me off campus, and I was like, okay, like, why am I being kicked off campus? I have a class to go to, like, I have an essay to turn in that I cannot make up, like, you know, I'm like, why am I being kicked off? But I was calm because I was still on the phone with Sarah, and they wouldn't respond. They was like, well, you're suspended and you can't come back until you're contacted by the school. And I was like, okay, but why? You know, once again, asking them why. Like, what? I just wanted to hear them say what I did wrong. And they would not say, they wouldn't give me a response. And when I finally had my meeting with the dean, he told me that they wrote down that I didn't show my student ID, which is right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never turned my ID over. When they asked to see my ID, I literally let them see my ID. And it was like I was surrounded by officers, and they were kind of smirking and looking at me and whispering. So I was like, okay, does everyone want to see my ID? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And I don't mind. You can see it is me. It's my name. It says student. I'm on student property heading to class. You know what I mean? So I feel like they didn't know that I knew my rights. They didn't think that it would get this far, and they thought it was something that they could just brush up under the rug. The dean told me, after he told me that I was suspended for not showing my ID, he told me that the only way he could protect me from this situation happening again is if I brought medical proof stating that I'm a female, or if I use the gender-neutral restrooms.
Why do you think at this moment they made such a big deal about it when you've used them so many times before?
I feel like the lady who stopped me, she was just being a bully. She was just trying to be funny. It wasn't funny, and she was just being her.